all packed and ready to go, huh?
Stan will be here pretty quick now.
Hey, look, are you sure you want to go through with this?
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to wring a confession out of that little bum if it got to do it with my bare hands.
There's no lightweight, Opal. Cagey Dangeroso we're talking.
I know, but I am going to nail that sucker. There's no way I'd back down now. So talk to me. Come on, make it fast.
All right. Before you go to the airport,
yeah?
you got to know.
No! Trevor, if you can't take her in for trying to jump failed, for heaven's sake, she must have panicked. Please, now please don't do this.
Mr. Yu, I'm waiting for you to explain where all that money came from.
I don't know anything about it.
You have the bag.
But I didn't know that it was stuffed with cash. I was taking it out to Myra to see if she knew whose it was, and then Dixie came in here, said it was hers. And then I turned it all over to her.
Well, I've never seen so much money in my whole life. I mean, there's a fortune in that thing.
You robbed me.
Mr. C.
Every cent that was in that safe is gone.
I wouldn't rob you. How could you even think such a thing?
Arrest him.
No, I'm innocent, honest.
No.
All My Children, brought to you by Children's Tylenol, the one most pediatricians give their own children.
I didn't do it. I would never steal from you, and you know that.
The bag was in his hand. It contained every single packet of money that was in my safe. Well, what are you waiting for? Read him his rights and cuff him.
I don't believe that Mr. Ulatowski stole that money.
He most certainly did.
I don't even know the combo to your safe.
Oh, you have your ways, Mr. You arrest him.
Oh, Mr. Corlin, there's just no proof on which to base an arrest.
There's certainly a proof that that money was in that safe and is now in that bag, which he had in his hand when I walked in the room.
I found the darn thing.
Well, if Mr. Ulatowski didn't do it, then maybe who did?
Well, I hate to say it, but, Opal, maybe?
Opal?
Well, it all adds up. She was here last night. Didn't you say that you saw her acting very suspiciously?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
She was. She was fooling around with that picture.
There you go. You've got it. Now, she must have just, like, run out of here very quickly and left that bag here and thought that maybe she'd come back for it tonight. Hey, was she here alone last night when you saw her?
Yes, she was.
And does she know the combination to your safe?
I was a fool not to change that combination. I was afraid she'd come up with something like this.
Yeah, you should have been, especially after you found out that she was poisoning you.
I shudder to think what lengths my wife will go to next. Mr. Yu, I apologize for accusing you falsely.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Mr. C. That's certainly understandable under the circumstances. You know, when it comes to you, loyalty is my middle name.
Oh, yes, I am aware of that. And it's a very precious gift, one with which my wife is not endowed. There we go. Now, if you all excuse me.
Thanks.
Well, hey, I couldn't arrest you without evidence.
Boy, it is a sin what that woman has done to him.
Yeah, it's tough, all right.
Well, anyway, here's your bag.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, I don't need it right now, actually, because I'm running out. I have errands to run.
Oh, well, hey, do you want any company?
Sure. Thanks.
I'll see you guys. Welcome back to Papa, you little simoleons.
Really? Opal, I am not trying to jump bail. That's ridiculous. No, honest. Trevor just brought these suitcases over from the mall.
Yeah, I'm living over there, don't you know?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm right in the joint. I found them. I figured they must be Opals.
Yeah, he's using my old room.
So I brought them over. There's something in them, you know. And
What's
not
that?
because I opened them, but, yeah, because they weigh a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't want to catch you parading around any of my fancy duds.
I probably look better than you do in them.
Oh. You said,
Well, I'm sorry. I really should have known better. I'm sure not even you would try anything that rash, would you?
now, heck no, I'm no deserter, Rosie. No, I'm going to that trial. Don't you worry. I'm going to have my day in court. You can be sure.
Good. Okay. I got to get to work.
Okay.
Hey, Trevor, would you mind helping her with those bags, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no
he'll
problem.
help me get him upstairs. You two don't think about a thing now. Bye-bye.
Look, when I am in there listening to you and your Lutowski,
Yeah.
you got to get him to say which airport, what
Yeah.
kind of plane,
Yeah.
who the pilot is, if he's ever met the pilot, because if he hasn't, I'm putting a cop right in there before you take off.
Great.
And you got to stall him a little bit.
A little bit. How long is a little bit?
2 hours. Now, I know that's a lot to ask,
You're
Opal,
not kidding. That's a lot to ask. But it's okay. The impossible is only a little more difficult than the possible. Got that in a fortune cookie once.
Yeah, words to live by. Look,
Yeah.
Here's my cellular phone number. You call me as soon as you're ready to go to the airport.
Oh, great.
Okay?
That'll be really subtle. Why don't I just
You
send
can
him a
handle
flare?
it, sweetheart.
It's the perfect.
Good luck, Duck.
Adam, please.
So, are you all ready for the big adventure?
I'm scared, Stan.
Scared of what? I mean, the plane's already taxiing down the runway. It won't be too long before we're down to Rio, before you know it.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of.
What?
Of flying.
What, Opal?
I know. It sounds
Well, you weren't
stupid.
scared on our way to Toledo.
I know.
Yeah, they just got on another plane, turned right around, came back from Mr. C.
I know, but that wasn't the same. You know, that wasn't the same. That wasn't some teeny little old airplane with propellers on it. That was a big airliner. That's
Opal,
the
there's
difference.
nothing wrong with this plane. It is state-of-the-art.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the top-notch, up-to-date jet. All the most recent doodads, gewgaws, completely electronically controlled. Why, it'd be like floating on a cloud.
Oh, I
What?
just feel great. Oh, I had a terrible experience with the small plane once. You know, I mean, it was tossing so much up and down and flipping around like a roller coaster. Oh, I tossed so much, I thought I was just gonna die.
Opal, that was one of those old-fashioned jobs. This one, you won't even notice the motion.
Oh, no, I'm sure that's not possible. And a charter plane? Stan, how do we know this thing even works? You know, I mean, do they have mechanics that are checking it out and
This thing
everything?
is in impeccable working order. It gets gone over with a fine-tooth comb after every flight.
How do you know?
Because an ex-con buddy of mine runs drugs in it. It's a very dangerous business. He has to make sure that the plane's in tip-top shape.
Well, what about airport security? You know, I mean, I'm going to be jumping bail. I could get arrested.
No way. We're leaving from a small airfield in Longview, Kelly, Adams.
But don't I need a passport or some papers or something like that?
No problem. I'm having them done up.
Oh, and the pilot. I mean, do you know this guy?
No. This guy is a gal.
A
No, I don't know
woman
her.
pilot?
Well, yeah, but she's very young.
Oh,
But my buddy says she's completely
Forget it.
dependable.
Forget it, Stan. I am not flying anywhere with a novice in the cockpit. No way.
This girl is fantastic. Used to run stunts in Hollywood. The only reason she's not doing it anymore is because she makes 3 times as much doing this. Look, I wouldn't give you a bum steer.
Oh, I just wish that we could water ski
Wait a
down.
minute. I heard a door.
What? I didn't hear anything.
Well, yeah, it sounded like it came from the kitchen.
Oh, well, that's probably just, you know, one of the Martins leaving by the back door.
Well, look, we got to shake a leg, kid. Let's go.
Yeah, there's just one teensy little thing without which I could not possibly get on a plane with you, Stan.
What?
An engagement ring.
We had Mr. You for theft.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But we don't want to nail him for just theft. We want to get him for drugging your uncle.
No, but I think we should just scrap this idea. I mean, why should Opal get on a plane with him? when we can arrest Mr. Yu already?
Without Yulatowski's confession, we can't clear Opal of the charges still pending against her.
No, I don't know. I just don't like this idea. I'm just afraid something bad is going to happen.
Hey, Dix. Trevor's there. He'll take care of everything. Cortland residence.
Derek, it's Dylan. I need a young female pilot.
Gotcha. Where?
Small private airport outside of Landview. Kelly Aeronautics, got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'll get on the horn and try to see if I can get somebody ASAP.
Opal, there is no time.
Well, you're just going to have to make time, Stan. Unless... Did you remember to get me an engagement ring, you sweetheart?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Oh, well, that's great. That is just great. I see. You just expect, I suppose you expect me to just hop on down to South America with some guy who hasn't even proved his intentions to me yet? No way. You're just going to have to find some other senorita to shake your maracas.
Come on, Opal, all that shopping.
Well, we'll just have to. It won't take very long, Stan, but we'll have to go.
Opal, you know I love you.
Well, why are you making this so difficult then, Stan?
Because I'm getting tired of all of this waiting around. I want to get on that plane, get out of here.
Well, I am not going anywhere until you seal your promise with, at the very least, an engraved gold band.
We are not going shopping.
Well, I'm certainly glad that I found this out now before it was too late. I mean...
Look, I'll buy you a ring when we get to Columbia. I promise you. The biggest, most waza emerald you've ever seen. It'll knock your eyes out.
Stan, look, excuse me for being personal, but, you know, I have just been hearing all these various expenses that you've been talking about, chartering a plane, living the high life in Rio, emerald rings and so forth, and, you know, I'm kind of wondering, I mean, where exactly do you expect to come up with the dollars to pay for all this stuff?
I'm going to level with you, Opal.
Yeah?
And when you're here, I'm sure that you're going to agree. Wait, who's that? Who's that?
Hey. Detective Dillon, what brings you here?
You're the pilot?
To replace the pilot you requested. Something wrong?
You can fly?
No, I'm just here for decoration. What's the problem?
Look, I think you're an excellent cop, Officer Reed, but you're showing me new dimensions of your multifarious talents.
Well, how about that? You're on the force a couple of weeks and already I'm a star.
How long have you been flying?
Since I was a kid.
What are you, a bird?
No, more like a hanger rat. See, the whole concept of flight just blew me away, so I bullied some nice kid in a small airfield to give me some flying lessons. In exchange for a little gophering, a little hero worship. Finally got my license at age 21. Anything else?
Do you know your way around this barge?
I've flown these babies lots of times. Which checks out fine. What are you doing in here?
Police.
Got a couple of questions about a little drug smuggling operation. Got a minute?
No way did I go over to your house last night and trip your safe and take your money. You know, even if you were to put every penny you own into a truck and drive it over to me, I would spit on it.
The more you huff and bluff, the more convinced I am.
You know, CRS-17 or no CRS-17, you have gone soft in the brain if you think I would do something
The
like that.
evidence is very clear.
Oh, yeah, well, then how come I'm not being arrested?
Well, you've got a lot on your plate, Opal.
Oh, honestly, you are just so full of it. You've got no proof, but you've just come over here to twist the knife a little further, haven't you? Even though you know perfectly well I didn't do that.
That remains to be seen.
You are blind to see anything that is right in front of your face, Palmer Cortland, or you would know perfectly well that I did not do any of the things I've been accused of. If you had any heart at all, you would just lay off me for a little bit, but oh no, you with your Tony airs, well, you're no better than, oh, I can't think of anybody who's rottener than you are.
Well, I've had enough of this.
Well, so have I, just so have I. Now get out of here.
Why did you stand stand there and argue with them? Why didn't you get rid of him as soon as he came in?
Jellyfish, you! You blame me for stealing his money when you know darn well you're the one who took it.
Who said?
I say, where do you think you got those bucks to what, charter the plane and pay for our phony papers in some big high life we're going to be living in Rio? Oh, honestly, emeralds the size of hockey pucks. You picked that safe and then you put it on me, right?
I'm sorry, Opal. He had me backed into a corner. I had to think fast.
Oh, yeah, so the first person who came to your mind is who? Poor, pitiful old scapegoat Opal. Thanks a heap, Stan.
I had to do it, babe.
I am really, really disappointed and disillusioned.
Look, don't you understand? Don't you understand? If Mr. C had me arrested for theft, then the whole plan is dead. This way, he stashes the money away, I liberate it again, we go off to the casa of our dreams, if we can get there in time. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, let's go.
There's just one weensy little detail I have to take care of before we go.
Opal,
It won't take but a minute. Now, you just, here, get out the door, take those suitcases, get them into the car.
Tempest
I'll be
fugit,
with you.
Opal.
I will just be a second, honestly. Pick it up, Trevor. Come on, Trevor. Come on, Trevor. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, Trevor. Come on.
Who are you calling?
All My Children will continue in a moment.
Going.
Ruthie! Yeah, listen, I'm just about to leave, and I wanted to say goodbye because I'm not going to get a chance to stop over to the hospital in person, you know. Because I've just been awful busy here.
Doll, we're all set for you.
Okay, all right, honey. You are just a peach, yeah? Okay, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, all right, I will. Bye-bye. I told her that I would call her before I left.
You told her?
Well, I didn't tell her the real story, Stan, but I had to tell her something.
Such as?
Such as I was going to New York to do some shopping, you know? I mean, if she came home and found me missing, what, she would be sure to call the cops, and then what? Then what kind of a pickle would we be in?
Babe, you are a quick thinker. You really have it on the ball. Come on, let's put some speed on.
Yeah.
When my baby and me, we go.
Yeah, even as we speak, my lawyer is drawing up the papers.
What papers? What are you talking about?
I'm your pilot,
Oh, hi, I'm Stan. This is my fiance, Opal.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
Are we going to have good weather?
Oh, it'll be clear sailing.
Great, great. Look, do me a little favor, will you? My fiance is kind of nervous, so could you reassure her a little bit?
Oh, don't worry. It'll be a nice smooth flight, I promise.
Hey, you see that, babe? All we got to do is sit back and enjoy
Yeah,
ourselves.
well, it is pretty nice here, I'll say that.
We're well stocked with food and beverages, so you can just help yourself.
Oh, great.
And we are cleared for takeoff, so if you'll just both buckle in, we'll get this show on the road.
Okie dokie.
Right.
Well, you pay attention up there now.
How we doing?
Hey, are you okay?
When we're up in the air, then I'll tell you.
It's going to be a piece of cake. Oh, are you ready to get started on a wonderful new life in beautiful South America? Mr. and Mrs. Stanislaus Ulatowski, together forever.
So what's going down?
Opal's plying Ulatowski with champagne, trying to get him to open up.
Well, anything?
Only corks, pal, only corks. Listen, we're flying in a big circular pattern around Center City. We can come down any time he confesses.
Well, you think she'll get him too?
Yeah, I've got my money on Opal. She'll bring the cows home. Listen, I gotta go. I'll keep in touch, though. Out.
You heard.
She's got to get him to talk. Oh, hello, Uncle Palmer. What are you doing?
I'm going to change the combination on my safe. That's empty. My money, I put it back in there, and now it's disappeared again.
There is nothing I wouldn't have done to win you back, Opal. No matter what obstacles I had to overcome, you were worth it.
Dad, is that what you meant last night when you got so upset about me not wanting to leave Pine Valley? Remember? Remember how you said, I couldn't say no after all you had done? Was it some kind of obstacle you were referring to?
Yeah, a doozy.
What?
It doesn't matter now. All that matters is that you and I are together.
Oh, come on now, that's not fair looking. We promised that we weren't going to keep anything from each other, right? And your Opal has not kept any secrets from her Lammy boy.
There are just some things that I don't want to talk about, that's all.
Oh, pooh. I mean, what, you're already breaking promises, and we're not even married yet.
Well, you're not going to be mad at me, are you? Remember, I'm your little Lammy boy.
I am hurt to the marrow, Stan. I mean, this means that you don't trust me.
Oh, I trust you. I trust you with my life.
Oh, yeah? Well, then why don't you tell me what it is?
I can't. I just can't.
Well, because you don't love me.
I do. Opal, I love you with all of my heart.
It's all right, Stan. It's all right, darling. We don't have to be cagey with each other anymore. I know what you did. You're the one who's been drugging Palmer, aren't you?
It was Opal. She came back here. She had the audacity.
Uncle Palmer, you don't know
That woman is evil incarnate. Who was so stupid as to leave her back into this house?
Please.
I want additional charges pressed against that woman for theft.
Mr. Coleman.
And you get on that phone and issue a warrant for her immediate arrest.
Uncle Palmer, Opal didn't do it.
Why are you so hell-bent on defending that witch?
Because.
Because what? Well, if it isn't Opal, who is it?
Come on, she's already on her way. We can't keep it from her forever.
On the way, can't what? What is all this? Come on.
Go ahead.
Uncle Palmer, we know for a fact that Opal did not take the money from your safe. It was Mr. Ulatowski.
I'm not judging you, Stan. I know that love makes people do all kinds of things. And I just want you to know that I will stand by you no matter what.
Opal,
And
look,
you
there
want
is
to know
no...
what? Because Palmer believing that I am guilty proves without a shadow of a doubt that he never deserved my love in the first place.
Do I deserve it?
Oh, honey, I was a fool to ever throw you over for that rotten old coot. I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make it up to you.
What a fantastic woman. Okay, look, Opal. I never meant to hurt Mr. C, and I certainly would never have hurt you. You know, I always knew that I would be able to rescue you before you served any time. Do you hate me?
Oh, on the contrary, love bug, I am wild about you.
I was always very, very careful about how much of that stuff I gave him.
Okay,
You know, all I want
bring this
all I
baby
want
back
to
to
do
Center City. We got our evidence.
Incapacitate him so that it would look like he had to be put away someplace. So, now you know. Are you angry with me?
I'm not angry.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Oh, Stan, don't look out. Don't look down there. You might get dizzy.
Come on, me. I'm not afraid of heights.
No, but there's nothing to see down there anyway. Just some sky and some old clouds.
Pretty,
Just
it's pretty. I like to look
I'm
out
kind of thirsty. Why don't you just come on over here? We'll have a little toast to our future. I'll have a little
No,
drink.
no.
Wouldn't you like that, Steve? Come on. Come right over here.
That's the Landview Bridge down there. We have been circling for hours and we've hardly left Center City. No wonder you've been acting weird. You set me up. You Judas Harem